If we're not at a Disney park, we're dreaming about being there, and a cup of Joffrey's Coffee Disney Blend helps. But what about when you're at a Disney park? The Joffrey's Disney Kiosk and Restaurant Locator will make sure you never miss out. Whether it's a cool drink on a hot summer vacation or a great cup of coffee at a Disney signature restaurant, Joffrey's has you covered. Check it out at joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
We're now passing one of the newest additions to the Disney Vacation Club, Bay Lake Tower at Disney's Contemporary Resort.
Hey everyone! Thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
This is ResortLoop.com. I don't even know what the episode is, but I know it's cold outside.
It's it's so cold outside. We are actually recording from an undisclosed location.
Oh my goodness! I just saw Anna and Elsa.
Still coughing. I had some electricity problems at the studio.
Yes, we did.
Or you didn't pay the bill. I'm not
Whatever.
sure.
You don't have power, you don't have power.
You know, your pipes are going to freeze. Better be careful.
And then the plumbing in the house could go bad.
Oh, my goodness. So, we had, that's why we're a little bit late with today's
a little
episode.
Bit, just a hair,
but,
just a skosh.
We're efforting.
We are.
Other than throwing out old shows that we accidentally threw out.
Wow, that hurt a little bit. That hurt a little bit.
Explain.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I was updating some things here and there, and then for some reason, I apparently reposted a... Well, it was a DVC show, so it was entertaining if nothing else. But a bonus show
true.
that was already in our feed prior. But hey, if you listen to it, enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we're doing what we can.
We're doing what we do
to get through this snowmageddon.
We're going to get through it together.
The big freeze, the Arctic vortex, polar vortex,
Panhandle
whatever.
hooks.
You know, they keep coming up with these
Lake
names.
effect snow. Did I tell you I looked into these names? What was the name of this storm? There's a name for it. I don't remember what it was. It was some guy's name.
Fred?
Something like that. I think it started with an H. I don't know. But
Mangello?
Anyway.
Oh, no. All right.
No. There's always room for Mangello.
Always.
I will say. No. So I looked up, why are these names now named like hurricanes all of a sudden? Because, they're put out by the National Weather Service comes up with these pre-made names for these hurricanes. So I look into these winter storms. You know who does this?
Who?
The Weather Channel.
Oh.
Now the Weather Channel is coming up with names.
What? Explain to me why.
What authority they have to name
This is how
storms?
far. Wait a minute. This is how far behind the Weather Channel is. This has nothing to do with Disney.
They can't even
the
get
longest tangent ever.
You go, then I'll go.
This is how far behind the times the Weather Channel is.
Oh, wait. There goes Jim Cantori. It is cold here.
They are not. They're so far behind the times, they're not doing any cooking shows. The Travel Channel, all cooking.
Right.
Discovery, all cooking. National Geographic, cooking wild animals.
That's right.
I don't know what's going on. Weather Channel cooking, that's what we need. Yeah.
Here's another thing. Weather Channel, they can't even get future radar right. If you can't get it right,
future.
Don't do it.
If Marty McFly couldn't get it right.
Right, and Doc Brown.
How Steve Cantori goes. We are just, I'm sorry.
Jim Cantori.
Jim, John, Frank Cantori.
Jacob Heimer Schmidt.
Whatever.
Something like that.
Anyway,
Are we recording yet?
Anyway, no. Go ahead.
Okay, this usually goes on before. Okay, here we go. Hey, everyone.
Anyway.
Sorry, I still have a cough, too.
Real quick, back to the weather, right?
Yes.
So we're being warned like 4 days in advance. This is coming.
Yeah, we knew a week ahead.
Folks, it's going to snow. Northeast Ohio.
It's going to snow.
It's going to be horrible.
It's going to be cold.
You know what happened? We had, at my house, I had 10 inches of snow.
Good for you.
10 inches of snow.
That's a good day.
So, you know what used to happen? When I was a kid,
yes.
You know what happened when we had 10 inches of snow?
You went outside and played.
We went outside and played in the snow. What is everybody getting worked up about? Anyway, we digest.
You could get cold out there.
Anyway, real quick, before we get started with the show.
Yes.
You got a review.
I do. We have a new iTunes review.
All right.
So from a little bit ago, but, with the holiday-thon and things. Hang on. It's coming up. For some reason, it got big on me. I got to get back down. It's getting bigger.
Wow.
There we go.
That's weird.
This is from FS DXF Doo-doo. I don't know.
He stole my name.
Don't go to that .com. It goes There are so many different kinds of episodes that everyone can find one they enjoy. I love the DVC roundtables and enjoy the wide variety of topics. Thanks to everyone in Looper Nation who makes this podcast so much fun.
There you go. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much, FSDXFD-Do.
You misspelled that.
I know.
By the way, DVC Roundtable, congratulations to our good pal and good friend, Brad Coates. He got a special award from the mayor of his city.
He's a big deal.
In essence, it was a, hey, you're a really nice guy award.
No, I was
Really?
going to give it
Seriously?
to him.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
He's fantastic.
You are mean.
He's a great guy. Great
Mean.
guy.
So congratulations, Brad. I got this real quick.
Okay.
This comes from Leanne Bartlett, who doesn't want me to
Mention her name?
pronounce Knutson
Oh,
because I was pronouncing it incorrectly. So Leanne said, she said, hey, Bob and Tim, I finally got around to listening to the Christmas Guilty Pleasures podcast.
oh.
I really appreciate how you bring Looper Nation into your shows. This truly is a fun Facebook family. And, of course, she's talking about our Looper Nation Live Facebook page.
Right.
If you guys want to join that, great page, very friendly. Everybody's having a great time over there, interacting. It's another place we post things. But I read that one, and thank you, Leanne, for that. But I mentioned that one because the show we're going to do today
Yes.
is all about Looper Nation.
I love these.
That's it? I was waiting.
No, I was fighting the cough at the end of my words there.
I thought that was a weird edit.
I love these.
But
Now you're making me laugh.
anyway, I'm shaking my head.
That's how I
folks,
talk like that guy
as
from
you probably
Wreck-It
are.
Ralph.
Yeah. What is that?
They're medals.
Speaking of which, oh my gosh, real
Oh.
quick, I got to mention this too, since this just came out.
Let's not even do the show now.
I mean, we're going to do an Academy Awards show like we do too, and just huge the nominations that Disney, Star Wars, Marvel all got just crazy nominations
This just in.
for so many things. Christopher Robin was one. That got Black Panther got a bunch of them. Avengers got one.
Mary Poppins got one. I believe.
Mary Poppins got a few. I mean, there's just about every film that Disney has or Marvel has out got nominated for something. So congratulations to all those, and looking forward to the Academy Awards.
Didn't Oprah was Oprah up for an award?
You mean Disney legend Oprah?
I do. A Wrinkle in Time.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Oh, wow. Let me bring the show down.
Oh, wait a
Tim.
minute. Hang on. This just in.
It's just in.
Nope.
No, still no.
Anyway.
Wait, we need the Razzies. Well, we can hold out for the Razzies.
We can. The Loopies. We call them the Loopies.
We do.
Anyway, so we asked you guys in Looper Nation, and of course we asked on our Facebook pages, Twitter, and all of that, what is your favorite character moment? We asked this all the way back in, 2014?
You went way back.
We had only been a year into the show, and we thought,
Right.
we got to get the Looper Nation involved.
You got to go back like Eddie Money.
So, and these are these are so amazing, and we appreciate you guys, sharing them with us. So go ahead, Tim. Why don't you read the first one?
I'm going to start us off with Freddie Pagliarulo Jr. Freddie P. Goes, two funny moments come to mind. On my honeymoon trip in 1998, my wife and I were eating at an MGM character breakfast when Rafiki visited our table. He pretended to pick bugs from my hair and eat them. Well, you said he was pretending. Giving the people at the surrounding tables a good laugh at my expense. That's funny. On our last trip way back in 2012, my daughters were posing for a picture with one of the Green Army men. But my younger daughter started inspecting the grenade on his belt, not knowing it was a person and not a statue the whole time. And the cast member never gave it away.
Oh, wow.
We still laugh about that to this day. That is awesome.
That is awesome.
Oh, that's great.
That's fantastic.
Thanks for sharing that, Freddie. Love it.
Absolutely. Jeff Cricken says, 2017, my first trip back to Epcot since being hospitalized because of a quote-unquote cold virus that damaged my heart and could have killed me.
Oh, yeah.
So, when we went to see Elsa and Anna, also happened to be the names of our cats. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I asked Anna is it okay if I get a hug? I didn't go into the whole story with her, mostly because I was fighting off tears just thinking about it. And who wants to drop all that emotional baggage onto a cast member? But this was the first moment in the plus year since the incident when I didn't feel so damaged and more like a survivor.
Wow.
How about that? And by the way, if you guys want to see, a lot of folks posted pictures, and there's Jeff getting his hug from Anna.
Aw.
So thank you guys, by the way, too, for sharing all these pictures. They're fantastic.
Oh, I love when everybody shares pictures. Joe Herco. My son and stepson meeting Stitch for the first time at Ohana. They are both so excited to see him. It is one of my favorite pictures of any of our visits.
Very good.
Man.
I got to go to Ohana. Did I tell you that?
I think I was there. Finally.
Finally.
It took years.
Wow. Anyway.
And pull from certain people we know.
Yeah. No, I didn't get the reservation. I know that. Stephanie Lawrence White says, our son's girlfriend on her first trip to Disney and meeting Alice. She was so excited, and Alice spent so much time with her. And there's actually a video that Stephanie shared with us on Looper Nation Live, speaking of Looper Nation.
Look at that. Another reason to go over to Looper Nation Live over there on Facebook.
There you go.
Lisa Yost says, we were having breakfast at Akershus. You say Gesundheit?
No.
Okay.
I knew you were waiting for it. That's why I was going to do it.
Thanks for playing the lovely home game. We were having breakfast at Akershus, and Aurora was due.
God bless you. Late? Is it too late?
Yeah, timing's
right,
totally
good.
off.
All right.
Thanks for trying to get through these emotional things, and you're.
I know. Sorry.
And Aurora was due at our table next. Right then, the Princess Parade started, and I thought for sure she would forget and skip our table. Instead, she walked over and asked Kylie to join her.
Oh, my gosh.
She walked the parade around the restaurant holding Kylie's hand. She then spent time at our table after the parade was over for pictures and autographs.
How cool is that?
And there's another picture. Look at
How
that.
How cool is that?
Can I tell you how much I love Akershus, by the way?
I like it. I don't like their breakfast, I got to be honest.
Well,
I've only eaten there once for breakfasts, and it wasn't.
Oh, wow.
Leave it at that.
Just tell me one egg.
I don't want cold salmon.
Don't eat the cold
just
salmon.
Me.
Don't eat the cold salmon.
I'll starve to death, because that was about all they had for me. Anyway, that's a whole other story I can go into. That's a longer tangent
I
than
love
we
it
first started the show with.
Right.
Calvin Connor says, when I was a wee lad, we went to the 1900 Park Fair breakfast with the Alice characters. The Mad Hatter came to our table. We had just got some sour spray from the candy store at MGM the day before. That's Hollywood Studios, kids. And me and my brothers were obsessed with it. We managed to convince the Mad Hatter to try some. It was hilarious because he thought it was too sour and couldn't swallow, so it just dripped off his tongue onto his costume. We all had a great laugh over it.
Catherine Lennox says, my dad was Chewy. My dad has several health issues, and Chewy could see he was struggling to get where he was. So Chewy came up to my dad and took him by the arm and guided to the spot to take the picture. It was awesome. I wish I had video, but she has the picture here.
Yeah.
So,
how cool is that?
Chewbacca is awesome.
Chewbacca helping people out. And if anybody's going to carry me around, I want it to be Chewbacca. Big.
Watch your arm.
Chewy. Yeah, exactly. I get that reference. Matthew Wallace, good pal of the show, Buckeye Mouse fans over there on Facebook, says, Snow White for me. When I was a single 20-something, I went to a character breakfast at the old Lake Buena Vista Village restaurant.
Been there.
I was on a solo trip. Snow White noticed me sitting alone and sat down for a moment to greet me personally. One of my favorite Disney memories.
Wow. That was a beautiful restaurant.
Very nice. Yeah.
Amy Van Utterbach Nias. Look at that right. 1900 is always a hoot. 1900 Park Fair.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is when Anastasia and Drizella fought over which would marry my nephew. And another when the Mad Hatter spotted my son trying his cousin's almond and shrieked, "Don't eat that! You may shrink." Ben giggled and advised that he was already small and would be okay, and took a big bite.
Oh, how cool is that?
Amy, that's awesome.
Great pictures, too. Great pictures. Leanne Bartlett, again. Knutson. Says, my first trip to Disneyland in 1970. Good old Gus Mouse.
Oh, Gus.
I miss some of those old characters, I got to tell you.
The old school
fantastic.
originals.
Yeah.
Dee Dee Herring. She goes, my first meeting with Doug from Up. He immediately took my hands and started dancing with me. Our dance ended with a twirl and half dip. As a major fan of Doug, this made me so happy. I have a second one, too. I was with some friends who had brought their grandma and little cousin, who was maybe 5 years old, but spoke only Spanish. We went to see Talking Mickey, and he asked where they were from, and after I started talking to them in Spanish.
What?
The look on grandmother's face was classic. My friend was crying because of how excited she was by Mickey speaking Spanish to her.
How cool was that?
Man!
I didn't know they could do that. Mickey knows every language, I believe.
He is a world traveler.
He is a world traveler. Very versed in other languages.
I'm not sure what that means.
I don't know.
Reverse?
I heard it somewhere.
Stop watching Jeopardy.
Anyway, we're going to wrap this up with James Jamie Price, JJP. As usual.
JJP.
James says, too many. When my oldest son, Jameson, was 2, Captain Hook and Smee showed up near Pirates unannounced and started goofing around with them. We have a great pic of Hook hiding my son under his coat.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome.
When my youngest, Carlin, was 2, we went to the Disney Visa meet and greet, which I've done. It's very nice.
Really? Awesome.
We were one of the just a few families, and Minnie was fawning all over my son for several minutes. She didn't want him to leave. Carlin brought his Duffy everywhere and met Doc McStuffins. She gave the bear a checkup. It was so cute.
Aw.
How cool is that? Once I was having a rough day, and I must have showed when I visited Goofy at Epcot. He insisted I come to him, and he gave me one of the most heartfelt hugs. I nearly cried, and my whole day had changed. Finally, we met Chewbacca on our last trip. When it was nearly our turn, I peeked around the corner to catch a glimpse. I was blown away by how real he looked. I went up to talk to him and could barely utter a word. When he looked up at me and spoke, I just started to shake. When we left, I teared up as I was convinced I had just met the real Chewbacca.
That is awesome.
That is awesome. And we're going to wrap it up there because we got a lot more. So we're going to have to make this one a 2-parter like
Yes.
we like to do.
We'd like to do that.
But we have to because Looper Nation, they come through with these questions we put out. You guys got a lot of great stories, and we love sharing them. And, I think Looper Nation likes hearing from everybody and kind of makes us more family.
I was just going to say a big family.
You're a big family.
Oh, awesome.
You're that weird uncle.
Yes.
With apparently the coughing disorder.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know what's up with
I'm
you.
going to have to go back. If you heard any weird edits in this show, that's what that was.
Except the first one. That was just weird. Anyway, so if you guys have some, we will be recording the second episode of your favorite character moments. So go over to Twitter and Facebook and add those. Or, like some folks have done, they actually just posted it on our website in our comments.
That's right.
Feel free to do that as well. So we will we'll wrap this up on the next episode. And for now, Tim,
Yes.
that is all I've got.
I'm not going to talk too long because I'll start coughing. Facebook, Twitter, the website, resortloop.com.
Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. And now we're on Spotify, so go over there if you need to listen to us. And what else should folks do, Tim?
Everyone go out there and share the gateway to the magic.
See you, everybody.
Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit resortlooptravelgroup.com.